Yo, what's going on? It's your main man, CD Rome, back with another episode of Watch Your Narrative podcast. Appreciate you being here with us. And we're about to talk about the free agency. We're in the off season right now, so shout out to OKC, which I think most of us picked them to win. All of us got it incorrect. I think some people said five, some people said six, and it went to seven. So shout out to the Pacers. They definitely held it down. Who knows what would have happened um, if Tyrese doesn't go down. But we're going to talk about off season a little bit more today. Free agency, biggest winners, biggest losers, because I've definitely seen a lot of losers. I think Boogie would agree with me on this one. But let's kick it off, man. What's up, Boogie? Welcome back to the show, brother.
Hey man, happy to be here, man. Can't wait to talk a little basketball.
Yes, sir. Wavy one. What's up, brother? He's smacking right now, fellas.
What's happening? No, I was texting that Tom. What's
What's
going
up,
on,
Who
y'all?
Lover? What's up, brother? Welcome to the show.
What's up? I gotta get that hat up off JP. I
Mm.
gotta get that hat.
Classic, ain't it?
I got that
Classic.
sweatshirt. I got that hoodie, so
I feel that. I need to find that.
Yeah.
We already know what time it is.
And producer Dave, what's going on, man?
Yeah, man. Hey, I seen that head at the swap meet. I can get it for you. Hey, everything's good. I'm just joking. I'm just
Oh man.
yeah,
So so what y'all thinking, man? Like what's some of the things that kind of stood out to y'all? Let's start with the winners, man, then we'll talk about the losers later. Who's winning or who's won this offseason to y'all?
Hmm.
Houston
I think
Rockets, my opinion. Has to be Houston Rockets. They're the ones that I mean, they landed Kevin Durant, although a couple of years, I don't know how that might look, but for
But
now,
but
they
did
signed Finney
they?
Smith,
I
Capella.
don't think so.
But did they? You know, KD, I mean, listen, I know we got a
Th-
KD
th-
stand. I know we got a KD guy on the show. But last since he's left Golden State, what has KD done? And he's had some good teams. He's had some good teams.
yeah,
I don't
Well,
know.
Careful.
he's an upgrade over
man, but they gave up too much, man. I think actually the Suns won that one more than the Rockets. To be honest with you.
No, they didn't. What did they? No, they gave up
Yeah,
Jalen Green, who's
D
who's due for a new contract.
Dylan Brooks
He
too,
hasn't really
man.
produced anything.
yeah,
And Dylan Brooks, what does he do? He's a
yeah.
wannabe
But
Draymond.
they got what five second round picks. I mean, that's a lot of picks for an
What second
aging
round pick has
superstar
played
on the
out the last five
last
years?
year of his contract.
You heard me, JC?
What's that?
What second round pick has really panned out the last 5 years in the
Well, I
league?
mean, but you got to look at it's an aging superstar on the last year of his contract. So they got some type of draft capital. I mean, who's to say that they're going to use those to actually draft for the team? But at least they got
Mm-hmm.
something possibly to barter. You know what I mean? Maybe pair with somebody else. Because I think the Suns are clearly in a rebuild right now. I think they're trying to retool around Devin Booker, which I don't really like Devin Booker. I mean,
I
honestly,
don't. I was just about. His
you
shoes
know,
are great, by the
yeah,
way, but no,
yeah.
I'm good off
I
Devin
don't
Booker.
I don't think Devin Booker is going to be the answer there. I really think that they need to go all in with the rebuild. To be honest with you, but
No.
they stuck with what's his name
Bradley Beal.
Bradley Beal, man, that
Yeah.
awful contract, boy. Mm.
Yeah.
but it looks like I've seen today where he might get bought out and he might end up with the Clippers.
Bradley Beal.
Mm.
Mhm. But that doesn't help. That doesn't help Phoenix's
No,
financial
not
situation
at
because
all.
they
Right.
pay a lot of money.
Not at all.
Um, I actually think it's possible that nobody won this trade or this transaction. I mean, obviously, if you get Kevin Durant, that's an upgrade.
Hmm.
I think it's good for him that it's a young team around him.
Yeah.
Hmm.
He can just go do what he does at this point.
Go
You
get a
don't
bucket.
need defenders. You just need him to do what he does and score because that's what hurt them against Golden State, right? I mean, they couldn't buy a bucket when they needed one. Um,
Hmm.
Phoenix, on the other hand, I don't really know. Like you said, I don't know the vision because to me, if you're gonna say, "Hey, we need to rebuild," I'm not giving Devin Booker 150 million dollars.
Right.
Um, and I mean, he's a good, borderline great player in this game today. But I don't know that I would have invested that kind of money. He's been there what 8 years, 9 years now.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
he's not. It's
He
not
is
like
a vet.
Yeah, he's not. It's not like he's 4 years in, and it's like we know we're getting out of Devin Booker.
Right.
So I don't know. I think to me, the real winner up for me for free agency, surprisingly enough, might be the Hawks.
Hmm.
It might be the
Oh
Hawks.
wow.
I
That's a
don't
good. That's
know. They
man.
they actually they actually look like they're a real, like they have people actually at the wheel now, like real basketball people making decisions. So
I don't.
between their draft and getting Porzingis, they getting to kill Alexander Walker. You already have a great defender in Dyson Daniels there. I think he was first team all defense. I think
Yeah, yeah,
you
he
got
ain't
Trey
no joke.
Young. You got. I mean, so they're in the East. I'll say that in this climate with Boston hobbled with no Tatum, you're not going to have Halliburton next year. So you pretty much got the Knicks to go through, and that's it. Proven teams in Cleveland, I guess, in Cleveland. So I would say the Hawks have kind of positioned themselves to where they can maybe take that next step if, say, Porzingis can stay healthy.
I don't know. Just the Houston Rockets size, bro. Out of Van Fleet, pretty much their starting five is 6, 7, and up.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got Durant now opens up how much attention he demands out there on the floor. So that's going to open up the floor for Van Fleet and for Amir Thompson. Defensively, they added Dorian Finney-Smith, and he's pretty much he's going to be on the bench coming out the bench, bro.
So they'll
That
always
team's going to be
they'll
tough.
always they'll always
That
have
team's
a
going to be
great
tough.
perimeter
Defensively,
And
defense.
let's
it's going to be tough.
Mhm.
and let's not forget Auburn legend Jabari Smith is coming
Mm.
off the bench at power forward for them too.
Yep.
Uh, I really think that the Rockets definitely won the off season so far
I forgot
because I'm
about
still
Jabari.
waiting for Golden State. I'm still waiting to see what New York's gonna do, which they hired Mike Brown out. I heard. Did y'all hear the rumors that Don Staley was up for that job from
I think she
South
got
Carolina?
interviewed. She got interviewed.
I think that would. I'm not saying it's a better hire, but in New York fashion, that would have been like a big splash for her to transition from women's basketball to the NBA. I think she would have been successful. I'm not gonna lie. Like she got what it takes, but Mike Brown was a good hire.
I would I would say this. The only thing I would say to that, Don Staley might have been something groundbreaking if the Knicks hadn't just gotten to the Eastern Conference Finals. If they hadn't
Mhm.
just, because you make that move to get rid of Thibodeau, you make
You
that
got to
move
get
because you're saying you've gotten us as far as you can get us. We
right.
need a coach that you're not going to take a chance. I don't care if it's Don Staley or another unproven NBA coach. You
Right.
needed an NBA coach that's been there, done that. Mike Brown's had success. I thought it would be Mike Malone naturally, but given the timing of it, but I think it's a good hire. I think Mike Brown's a good coach. And defensively they'll be much better as well.
Yeah, I will say this. I think the Rockets did go all in. I mean, they went all in.
Mhm.
And that's what you're supposed to do when you are, on the cups like that, like they were. I mean, they, really Golden State was a more experienced team, but now you just add more experience. Amen. Thompson is going to be 1 year. Not to mention, he had a little bit of a sprain there, trying to guard Steph Curry, which I think kind of, hampered him a little bit during the series. But and Sangoon, like, he's already there, so that's not an addition. But with his growth, and then you got Clint Capella, I think
And
I'm
Stephen
not
Adams.
gonna say they won free agency, but I do think
and
that
Steven
they're
Adams.
gonna be a problem next year if they remain healthy. They're gonna be a problem.
So
Look,
since
that's
we're
the
talking about,
biggest. Go
go no,
ahead.
go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
I was saying that I always preface like picks and predictions with if they remain healthy because
Yeah,
the way these NBA players have gone down as of recent, you can't trust anything with the season. So
no,
yeah, if they stay healthy, I could see them being a 2 or 3 seed
Yeah.
yeah.
definitely in the West.
So let me ask you this: since we're talking about free agency, though, what are the Celtics? What do you think the Celtics are doing? Do you think that they're just trying to create a somewhat decent team while Jason Tatum's out, or you think they legitimately are trying to blow it up? I mean, what do you
They're
think
They're
about
blowing it
trying
those
to.
up.
moves?
They're saving money. They're
Yeah, I
they're
think
saving
Yeah.
money. Yeah,
They're
they're,
punting
they're,
this season.
they're
yeah,
treading water. They're treading water, and they're gonna get. They're playing. They figure they're playing with house money this year. If Jaylen Brown can lead them,
Yeah.
you know, and they can make some moves around him, then great. Until we get you hold it down until Tatum gets back, then they're whole again. But I think they're just trying to. I don't think they're trying to blow it up. You don't have any reason to blow it up. You just won a title 2 years
Yeah,
ago.
Well,
but let me ask you this. Let me ask
I
you
was,
this though.
go ahead.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry. So I'm just saying, hypothetically, let's just say that the Celtics, without Jason Tatum, get to top 4 seed in the East,
Oh,
make it to the second round of the playoffs.
Yeah.
Do you possibly look at getting off of Jason Tatum?
no.
Mm-mm.
No.
I don't think anything is impossible. I probably wouldn't, but I don't think anything is impossible. You okay? Because you're looking at he's probably out the entire next season.
At least
Yeah.
into the playoffs.
I don't
And
think
he
that
may not even come back for
I
that.
I think Achilles' timetable is like
the risk is
I
not
think it's
worth it.
like, well,
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, you get into
The,
the playoffs, man, and Jason Tatum making some, you know,
the ri-
he's still young.
It goes back to you remember Derrick Rose when he
Mm-hmm.
hurt himself. Now it wasn't it was a meniscus I
A
think or
knee.
something like knee. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
ACL,
ACL,
MCL,
ACL.
and same thing. He could have came back for the playoffs, but he decided to sit out. Now I disagree with that because he was like 22, 23 at the time, and he felt like, well, I want to come back 100%. And most guys have that thought process. And then Paul George did the opposite. He came back early, and he wasn't. You could tell he wasn't
Yeah,
100%.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think that even if Jason Tatum come back next year, that they're gonna have a chance to win an actual
yeah.
championship. I don't think the roster is constructed that way. So I wouldn't risk it
Mm-hmm.
if I'm and not
But
necessarily him because he's a competitor,
right.
but if I'm the front office, I wouldn't want him to play.
But you like
I mean, I guess my question is, they pretty much built the team around Jason Tatum as 1A,
Yeah, they
and
did.
Brown as 1B. If Brown can prove that he can lead a team to a top 4 seed, I think. I mean, I don't know how the team dynamic would work with Jason Tatum coming back. Like, because in essence, Jason Tatum coming off an injury, I think would have to take a back seat, right?
I mean, he
Probably
wouldn't
not.
be in shape. I mean, you can't do much rehab. You can't do much basketball speed type activity for months. It's not like an ACL. ACL used to be like a year, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now these guys are back running full speed after 4 or 5, 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
In the off season, they're ready to go by the start of the season. So, like Kyrie, for instance, I fully believe Kyrie. I don't think they'll bring him back at the start of the season because there's not really any
No.
need to.
Yeah.
But by All Star break, he'll be back in
Yep.
full speed.
Yep.
But an Achilles is a little different. You're kind of immobilized for a while, and you can't really do much. So I like said, I don't think the risk is worth. There's not enough upside to bring him back next year, especially if they're middle of the road seed. If they're 4, 5, 6 seed, what's the
Yeah.
point?
So now, well, going into that, do you guys believe in Jaylen Brown? Because a lot of people don't believe in him. A lot of people say they
I
should
don't.
even
I
trade
don't.
him.
I
So
don't.
I
what
don't
do you
either.
guys think? Like,
He has no left.
what do you
He can't go
what
left.
That's a
what do you
huge problem for an
Can't go
yeah,
NBA.
left.
I can't go
Can't go
left, but I'm
left.
not in the NBA.
Is he not in the NBA?
Right.
yeah.
Right.
Well, I know, but it gives me
Can't left.
hope.
I know.
Gives me
Yeah,
hope.
no. But I think man, because he works out with Tracy, which we'll talk about him later. But
He needs to
he
find
works out with
somebody
Yeah,
Tracy,
we're
man.
gonna talk about him.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about him.
Hey,
he needs to find somebody else.
yeah, he works out with Tracy, bro, and you could tell it in his game a little bit. Like to me, like from his third year, fourth year, I didn't think he was that great of an offensive player, and you could see the slowly just growing. Now he's nowhere near as smooth of an athlete, that's just not his game, or that's not his body type and who he is. But regardless, like the dude can actually get a bucket. Now the question is going to be can you do that now being the number one option and being possibly double teamed? Because this roster is not going to be. I do like the Anthony Simons pickup. Like I really do. Me and JP was talking about this in the car, and I watched Anthony Simons pretty closely with the Blazers, and I mean we talking about a 20-point scorer guy
Good player.
on
I
a
mean, he's a
bummy
really good
team.
player. Yeah, he's a really good player.
Yeah, and
I don't know.
athletic too. So
And But Jaylen Brown, I don't think his ability is really the question. It's his leadership. Can he galvanize a locker room to get behind him? Because I really
I
think
think he
that's
can.
been.
I think he's more of that than Jason Tatum is to
I
me.
don't know. I don't
Because
know.
they're both, I mean, at the end of the day, they're both like kind of like lead by example to me. I
I
think
think
Al
so
Horford,
too. That's what I was
yeah,
gonna
Yeah,
say. They're both
yeah, but
they both had question marks as to their leadership.
yeah.
Jalen is more like a Kyrie Irving to me. Like he's got some very strong opinions about certain things, and I don't necessarily think that makes him like a great basketball leader. To be honest with you,
I don't think
I think it
Jalen Brown
hurts.
I don't think Jalen Brown is a superb player. I mean, anybody is averaging 30 points nowadays. So him scoring 20, 25 points is
I
not
don't know, man.
in this NBA, bro, in
Everybody.
this NBA, you got 4 or 5 players averaging about 30 points.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but they're
no,
really,
it's
they're really
That
good
doesn't the points are
players.
inflated. That's
no,
inflation. That's
no.
inflation.
Oh, it
That's
is.
just
It's
inflated.
you're absolutely right. It's more possessions, more. The defense. You can't touch nobody for real. Free flowing
He is
offense. I
he
mean,
is not
I
very
I agree with
skilled
that.
at all. He is not very skilled at all. I mean,
Yeah.
he gets points, but he is not skilled. He's not a skilled player. And if T Mac's the one training him, then I guess he might need to find somebody else.
huh?
It ain't working. I don't think it's working. That left thing coming along. That left thing coming along. I mean, I'm just saying. How many years you been in
T
the league
Mac,
and you still can't go left?
I mean, Jason Tatum struggled going left too, though. So I mean, it's the same estimate, and
Hey,
everybody think Jason.
Michael Jordan had no left too.
Oh no,
Yeah,
he did. Michael
yeah.
Jordan had left and a right. No,
No,
that's
no, but
that's
Oh,
cap.
initially he didn't have a
That's
left at
hey,
cap.
all.
Initially
Like,
he didn't, but
but he worked on it. Yeah, he
he
worked on
worked
it.
on it,
Yeah,
and he had at the end of his career he had a left and a right.
yeah. So, let's jump to I don't know what are y'all thoughts about the Clippers? I feel like the Clippers made some really solid moves too.
did they?
you know my thoughts about the Clippers,
Did they? Did they really?
I mean,
right?
they re-signed James Harden. They
It's the
picked up
Clippers.
They had to.
they
They
yeah.
had,
I
they had
mean,
to.
to me, hey, that's a part of the free agency. You got to keep your guys. They picked up Brooke Lopez, which I actually like that. I like that pickup. That's just me. Now, you don't like Brooke Lopez?
No.
He's good, but I mean,
What?
he's old as Methuselah.
Spacing, man. Spacing. Like Zubac clog up the space. And then now you get
But
Brooke
Did you
or
see him in the
James.
playoffs?
no.
Did you see
Zubac
him
was
in the
perfect.
playoffs?
Zubac was perfect to play with James Harden. Brooke Lopez don't roll.
But he
Bro, did you
can.
see Brook Lopez in the playoffs?
No, I didn't see him in the playoffs, man. But Dame
Oh
was hurt,
man,
so
he was
you
just
know,
oh
you
my,
know, I was hurt
My
by
my
Dame now.
thoughts my thoughts on the
he was
Clippers
taking a space.
are they are what they've been for the last 20 years. It's the Clippers. And they are the Clippers until they prove otherwise. Wake me up when they actually win anything.
I don't
They,
understand how James Harden keep getting paid.
I do. I mean,
Oh
listen,
yeah, 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 yeah.
he can still give you 20, 21, 22 points a
Yeah.
game.
As many times as he falls in the playoffs.
That's worth $120 million these days.
Oh, that's right.
It used to not be, but
John, they picked up
They let go of
They
Norman
picked up John
Powell,
Collins
bro.
too. Now they
no, they
let go.
They let
resigned
go
him.
of
They
Norman
resigned him.
Powell.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
resigned on Powell.
What are you doing?
No, no, no. He's
No.
gone.
They traded him. They
Yeah.
traded him to the
Mi-
Heat.
But yeah, he's in
It was like
Miami
a three.
now,
It was a 3-team trade.
They
They sent
Yeah.
traded Norman Powell.
they
which is
traded
Yes,
Norman
that's
is
what I'm
Powell to the
saying. What are
crazy.
Heat.
they doing?
See, that's
Yeah,
okay. I
What?
rest my case. I have nothing else to say about the Clippers.
yeah,
He was legit their best player last year.
yep.
He was legit their best player all season. Harden was good most of the year, vanished in the playoffs as normal. Not Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, was in and out of the lineup. He was pretty good when he was in there.
Yeah.
Norman Powell from game one through was their best player last year, and they
Yeah.
let him go to Miami.
They
And
couldn't
they
pay him.
talk
I mean, it's the
they
money
talk
though,
my
because they
bad.
they 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 paid. They got rid of his contract so they can sign a guy like John Collins, which to me,
What?
when
Like,
well, I mean, but think about it though. Think about
come
it.
on,
So,
Sid.
so no,
Come
but think
on.
about it. Think about it. So Norman Powell, James Harden, and Kawhi Leonard, all three of those, although they're different, but they all three need the ball. Like all three of them need the ball to be effective, right?
I
And
get
yes,
what you
Norman Powell may come off the bench, whatever the case may be, but now you can go and get a John
but
Collins, a utility guy. To me, and you're in the West. You're in the West. You're in the West with Joker
hold
and
on.
now Sangoon. Like you need size. Like you need size.
John Collins is not size.
Okay,
He's
said
but he's like
Paul,
six
but he's
nine,
not
six
big.
ten though. But no, but that's still an athletic player to
Paul,
help
but
I
you
he's
on
mean,
your
not
front
big.
court.
I mean, dude, he's not a defensive player either.
but
But
he's going to
said
help you on your front court a lot
No.
more. He's we're
He was a
talking
good shot
about
blocker at one point. Go ahead,
yeah,
Dave.
yeah. Go ahead, Dave.
But said that make you, yeah, you make a lot of you make what you're saying is good points, all of them, right? You
Yeah.
can't share the ball, but that automatically doesn't make any sense when you're talking about signing Bradley Beal off a buyout. So that goes out the window. If you're saying you traded Norman Powell and bringing in Bradley Beal,
Now that hasn't happened
But it
yet.
hasn't happened now. Yeah, but
Hasn't happened, but
but I mean,
knowing the Clippers, they'll do it.
if you get the
they're gonna do it.
opportunity, like for Bill, in Bill's sake, he's a slightly younger player, I think, or they may be around the. I don't think Bradley Bill's 30 yet, is he? Well, he may
I
be
think he's
30.
30.
He's
He's like
got to be
30.
in
Yeah, so him and
mid
Norman
30s.
Powell may be close to the same age, but I do think
Well, might be younger.
Bradley Beal, despite his despite what he looked like in Phoenix, I still would I would take Bradley Beal over Norman Powell. That's just my personal
Bradley
opinion.
Beal's 32.
32. Okay.
Wow, he is
Yeah.
30.
And Norman Powell's probably very close to the same age.
I don't
Because
think he's that old.
who Norman Powell? Yeah,
Norman Powell looks old, but
yeah, no,
Yeah, that's what I think. I think
he's
he just
I think
he
he's
he
came
about
looks
to
older than
32.
he
He's
is.
about 31, 32. Because
32.
when he won the title, he was like 25, 26, and that was about 5, 6 years ago at this point.
Norman Powell's 32 as well.
Yeah,
32.
wow.
yeah.
Yeah,
Who do
he
you
look
want a
older. He
title
look
with?
older than us.
Who do you want a title with?
The Raptors.
The Raptors.
Yeah, he was with
Bro.
yeah. Yeah, he was hooping too.
It's been a long 5 years, man.
Yeah. So
What happened in that 5 years?
so going down to these losers.
That's crazy.
Let's go to these losers.
The Bucks, man. I'm sorry.
Man, they suck.
Man, bro,
Hey,
what,
man,
bro?
they suck, bro. I don't.
I put my feelings aside as a Lillard fan. I hate how they did him,
Mm-mm,
but my God, like,
Yeah.
what need does Miles Turner feel? You could have kept Brooke Lopez for cheaper than what you signed Miles Turner, and they do the same thing. Miles Turner's not a game changer.
he's not.
They acted
He's
like
not.
he was
Exact
like,
same thing.
man, bro. I don't know what the Bucks are doing.
This is a worse team.
The first thing that they should have done, and I tried to jump on the wagon. I tried before I see now. They got to fire Doc Rivers. I'm sorry, they got to get him out of there. They got to
Yeah.
get him out of there. That should have
can't
been
argue
the
with
first thing they did, especially when you have a Malone on the table, right?
Yeah.
Mark Jackson. You know what I mean? Like when you got, dude, I'm sorry, you
Malone
got to
would be
eat
awesome.
that money and get him out of there, right? That's the first thing they should have done. The second thing is allow Damian Lillard to rehab, right? Because apparently, according to the reports, Lillard or Giannis didn't know anything about what was going on, supposedly, right? So that's a blind side. So you pretty much you're paying Damian Lillard to not play, which is stupid. I mean, just
Crazy.
absolutely stupid.
You're going to be paying him anyway.
Paying him anyway. So you pay him to not be on the roster, and then you don't have anybody to fill the void.
Yeah.
The only thing that I think could possibly happen, and this is what I think could possibly happen, is, and I don't think this will happen because it will mean that this player will have the opportunity to go where he wants to if this happens. But I would look to see if possibly Drew Holiday comes back to the Bucks in a buyout situation. That's the only thing that I can think can salvage any bit of this. Because I don't think Drew Holiday is going to be on the Blazers for long.
I don't know.
Well, you don't like
Chauncey,
the signing.
if Chauncey Billups got anything to do with it, I don't know.
And
So you don't like Kevin Porter Jr. being signed and on the team now?
I mean,
He was there.
Kevin Porter, but he's not a game changer. That's like a good supporting player.
And maybe that's what they thought. I don't know. Maybe that's what they were thinking. Like we got Kevin Porter Jr.
Yeah.
You know, maybe he'll step up, but no.
He's my thing is this. I understand the reasoning. I think the Bucks were put kind of in an impossible position because you have to appease Giannis. If you want to have any hope of winning a title in the next 5 to 6 years, you have to do anything you can to convince Giannis to resign, right? The problem is you can't build around him. What he's waiting to see is what moves do you guys make around me to put us in a position to compete for a title, right. Which now you've traded the best option. Hurt. You traded the best option, second option to offset what Giannis does. You disrupt all your floor spacing. Now you potentially go into the season with Miles Turner at more money than you were paying Brook Lopez to do the same thing. And I'm not sure he's that much better than Brook Lopez. He's better only probably because he's younger and he has
Hmm.
a few more years he can give you. That's about it. That's the only difference I can see between they both block shots, they both rebound, they both shoot threes.
You don't pay him that type of money though. That's
So
insane.
now you've put yourself in a position to where you really can't do anything else.
Right.
You had to get rid of Lillard, but you get rid of him and the money's still sitting on your cap. And you have nobody to replace him at point guard. So I don't know. I don't know if there was a thing that they could have done that would have worked out to where people are going to be like, oh yeah, that was a good move. I really think they made the only move they really probably could, and have to hope that Giannis will have that loyalty of, oh man, this is where I've been my entire career. They drafted me, you know, nobody knew who I was. They gave me a chance. We brought a title. You got to hope that there's the sentimental part of that. But
Yeah, I
from
just
a
don't. I don't like it
from
because you
Yeah.
waste a year. You literally waste a year
nothing,
of
yeah,
one of the
nothing.
greatest players, individual players that we've seen, and
And one of the
and
greatest players in that franchise history too.
Yeah.
oh no,
Probably
yeah,
probably the greatest.
yeah.
And
You know
you
you can
still
make an
may not
argument for
sign.
Kareem or whatnot, but
Kareem
like
Abdul-Jabbar better than Kareem?
yeah, no, I
I
see
mean,
you can
I'm
make
just,
an argument for
I
Kareem. You
no
can make
no
an argument for
franchise
Kareem,
franchise player. Yes.
And
but I would.
you still might not re-sign Giannis. He still might not come back.
You know,
Yeah.
yeah, because the thing is about it, you know, number one, you may risk injury. The way Giannis plays, just,
Yeah.
100 miles per
Yeah.
hour, you can, with everybody's tearing their Achilles. I mean, I am so shocked that he is a player, and I hope it never happened, but because it would really change his game. But like,
Oh yeah.
yeah, like I'm surprised, but he has slowed down a little bit, got a little more post game. But this
Yeah.
is just a waste of a year. And Miles Turner, like not to go and get and I get it too. I think Jeff Teague talked about this. It's very hard as a guard to play with a player like Giannis, because and Dame, despite what everybody tries to say defensively, I mean, the dude still averaged, 24, 25 points a game. He wasn't the issue. To me, it was
Hmm.
Brook Lopez.
what's the guy, the wing player,
Oh,
they traded him now. He couldn't get healthy. Man, Chris
Oh, you
Middleton.
talking about Middleton, Chris
Chris
Middleton?
Middleton.
Yeah.
With
Yeah.
him being injured all the time, and then it seemed like he just forgot how to play ball.
He
Like,
Yeah.
wasn't really a
like
good defender either.
He's like a fish out of water, man. You
he
you
really
go
was.
you go to being a second from being a second option, to and being a closer to
Yeah,
really when Dame got there, man. I mean
you got to step
he
to the
just
side.
couldn't
Yeah,
find a spot.
that's one of the clutchest players ever, ever.
Yep.
So
You got
Miles
to you
Turner,
got to step to the side.
so Miles Turner is not an upgrade from Brook Lopez?
Not if he is,
Yeah,
Marginal,
it's
yeah,
negligible.
marginal,
marginal. I mean, we
marginal,
talk
but
about
you don't pay that type of money.
Not
They
not
they,
enough
they
to justify the money they paid him.
Yeah,
yeah,
they paid him as if like he was almost like an aging all-star coming in to help Giannis.
Like 4 years.
You know what I mean? Yeah, he may
it's just
average 15
crazy.
points a game.
Yeah, and if I'm Miles Turner, man, I mean, I would have jumped for joy too. I'm pretty sure, man, he is a stat. The way he
Yeah.
played in the finals, dude was
Yeah,
trash,
He
right.
like
wasn't
a
getting
no
that.
show.
He wasn't gonna get that from Indiana. So I
No,
don't blame him for
man, I
leaving.
mean, he probably did a whole cartwheel. Thank you,
Oh
Giannis.
yeah,
Thank you,
yeah.
Giannis. Now then,
He cashed in on the finals appearance where he performed awfully.
awful,
That's crazy. He cashed. That's all that was. He cashed in on the finals appearance.
Big time.
That was it.
awful. So,
So let's talk about the Lakers. So did the Lakers
yeah,
landing in DeAndre Ayton, is
You really know how to ruin my
that better
day.
than Miles Turner? DeAndre
David,
Ayton better than Miles Turner?
you know how to ruin my day, don't you? We weren't. I thought we weren't gonna talk about the Lakers.
I don't
got
think
to
that's a bad signing though.
DeAndre Ayton.
I don't think that's.
I don't want to keep dumping on DeAndre Ayton because it's not really about DeAndre Ayton.
It's not.
But DeAndre Ayton, I mean, come on. If his problem is not talent, his problem everywhere he's been has been effort.
Yep.
He couldn't play for Monty Williams, who everybody in the NBA loves. I don't think you could find one player outside of him that would say a bad thing about DeAndre Ayton and Chauncey Billups.
Yeah.
These are two of the most respected people in the NBA. He had issues with both coaches. So what is gonna happen when Redick pulls him out of the game
Facts.
And
at
Reddick is a
halftime?
hothead too.
Yes, he is.
Yeah. And so to me, I don't know if this is gonna. This seems like a bad marriage waiting to happen. I would have rather seen the Lakers, and it's not just because I'm an Auburn fan, but I would have rather seen the Lakers try to get Walker Kessler from
Utah.
Utah.
Mm-hmm.
Great shot blocker, great rebounder.
Don't
I mean,
need the ball.
he's near the top of the league in rebounds and block shots every year he's been in the NBA.
It's
He was a
Danny Ainge, though.
right. It wasn't gonna
Danny,
happen, but Danny Ainge would set himself on fire before he tried to help the Lakers do anything.
Mhm.
But I would have rather seen that happen. I mean, I think they about did as much as they could do. I still don't think they really have. They have Luka, but do they really have a point guard? Do we really want Luka to have that high a usage? And if
Especially
we
with
want this
LeBron on the
game to
court
go to
too.
the next level, especially defensively, if he's got the ball in his hand that much, he's not going to get any better on defense.
Should
right?
they trade LeBron? I know that is going around a little bit.
I think you could, but I don't know that what you would get for him today. That sounds crazy, but
You
I
gotta
don't
go.
know.
You gotta shop it to one of these property franchises.
You got to shop it. You don't. I don't think he has a no trade
Yeah,
clause.
he does.
No,
He
Yeah, he
does.
does.
No,
He
no, he
does.
no,
doesn't.
no, no.
No,
He
he
doesn't.
doesn't. No, he
He
doesn't.
doesn't.
He does.
Done.
Well, he does. He has
So
no
I
choice.
guess if you think you can get, if you get
They're
the
gonna.
right offer, if you get the right offer, you explore it. But it's got to be the right offer. But I don't know if that's going to come because again, this isn't 2016 LeBron. This ain't 2018 LeBron. This ain't 2012 LeBron. It's
Well,
2025. He's
But
really
but
it's
but
a
what
very
would
high
what
level
no,
player.
but
what would LeBron do for a team like Cleveland? Like now?
Why would he?
I'm just saying.
Nothing.
Really, you don't think so?
No.
No.
Cleveland.
it's just a
What?
matter who you gonna give up
Cleveland's
though.
fraudulent. I don't
No, no,
think he
no.
would
But
do.
if you
He would
no,
hurt
if
Cleveland more because they
Bro,
would. What would they have
no,
to give up to get him? What would they have to
you will
give
give
up?
up too much. You will give up too.
You'd have to give
That's
up
what I'm
something
saying.
to
$56
get
million.
I mean,
You gotta you gotta go to one of these. I
DeAndre
mean I hate to
Hunter,
call it. Oh
maybe.
no, oh no, bro. If you get LeBron James for DeAndre Hunter, that's the GM of the year.
right.
That's
I
the
mean,
GM of the year.
But
Fleece
the
LA is that.
salaries don't match. The salaries don't match.
no,
You
it
got to
don't.
you
Yeah,
Yeah.
you had to throw somebody. You had to throw something
I,
else in
You
there
have to
too.
probably two or three teams.
here's I mean I'm not I'm just throwing this out there. I'm just saying it's something that could possibly happen. But maybe a LeBron to the Spurs, or maybe and just hear me out here. Maybe LeBron to the Hawks, a LeBron for Trey Young swap because
LeBron wouldn't.
I think Trey Young might be trying to get out of there. I mean,
Nah,
I'm just
but
saying
the
like
Lakers wouldn't.
I
it's got
feel
to be a
like Trey
franchise
Young.
that
It
it's got
wouldn't
to be a
fix the
franchise
Lakers'
that
problem
doesn't
though.
have any hopes
Hmm.
of like really doing anything, but you can get a player like LeBron to fill put butts in seats.
I feel
Yeah,
like, but like a team like Atlanta, they don't have a problem with attendance. They don't have a problem with selling tickets. Every game you go to, it's sold out. It's loud. I believe you mentioned Trey Young. I know. I mean, the focus really isn't on the Hawks per se, but since you mentioned them, I believe actually Trey Young probably seemed like he wants to be there to me because he could have gone by now if he wanted to. I think he could have been gone if he wanted to. I feel like he wants to be there, and I think this is probably the best opportunity that they've had since they went to the Eastern Conference Finals a few years ago. This is the best team they're gonna have. So I don't know that the Hawks would be willing to. I see what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta get. It would have to be some. I don't know who would you give San Antonio. You mentioned them. Who would they be
I mean,
giving
I
up?
know they got some young pieces, but I'm just
No team is gonna want to gut their team for a
yeah.
guy that's
I don't.
probably gonna play another year.
Yeah, I don't speed up the Spurs. Like, the only reason I mentioned that the Cavs because the Cavs window is like right now.
They better do it.
Like they're right. It's like right now. And Jason Tatum out. Bucks, they're gonna be trash. So you're really talking about the Knicks and the Cavs. I mean, from last year, the Pacers are done too. They're done. They're
hey,
done.
hold on. You said Knicks.
Knicks,
You
Yeah,
said Knicks.
yeah.
Knicks.
I'm just saying
Hey,
don't
Knicks
want
for
him.
maybe OG.
hey,
I don't want him.
I mean,
Don't
LeBron for
want him.
OG.
Too late.
LeBron,
That ship
I
nah.
mean,
sailed.
I'm just saying, dude.
Same
No,
Yeah,
with KD. That ship sailed.
I
LeBron
wouldn't
on
do
that
it.
roster will be crazy.
I think
That that that
it
that
would
would
hurt them
give
defensively though.
it
man,
would.
bro. man, they
They
got.
would
Oh
they
my
would struggle
god.
defensively.
I
They
don't
would
know,
Yeah,
struggle.
man.
They would
I
yeah.
don't
struggle
know,
because
man.
LeBron's not who he once was defensively. I
But
mean, I
he
like
but
the
you don't need him to be who he once was on that team.
Defensively,
defensively you do. Yeah,
No, not really.
because they
They
got
got they
offense
got, they got to the Eastern Conference Finals with Cat
and Jalen Brunson. Hold on.
and Jalen Brunson. That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
Brunson. Yeah, but see, yeah,
but
I don't.
OG Anunoby is your best perimeter defender. Him and Josh Hart are your best two
Okay,
perimeter
Yeah,
well,
defenders.
what
and
about what
then
about
Robert
Josh
Markel
Hart
Mikel
then?
Robert
What
Bridges.
and
about what
Bridges
about
too.
LeBron
Yeah,
LeBron for Josh Hart and some picks?
I
it's
don't
not
think he.
enough.
I don't
It's
think.
not
Yeah,
enough.
Listen, even LeBron knew it because LeBron usually does what? He doesn't pick up the option
That's right.
and resigns for 2 years. So he knew, hey, let me pick up this option because if I don't sign and
value's
it's
gonna
free agency, they're gonna go tell me, go ahead and find somebody that'll pay you that kind of money
Yeah,
you want.
yeah.
No, I
And then
think
the
I think
Lakers would have said,
I,
we're not gonna give you 50, we're gonna give you 30, we're gonna give you
I
25
think I,
if you
I
want
think
it.
and then
LeBron
he
was
would have
doing it
ended
as
up
a
in
favor.
Charlotte or somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
He
But
knew.
I do think I think that LeBron has been. I don't know if y'all peep it. He's been very professional about it, but he's been low
Yeah.
key petty about it too, though.
What
Since
his
because I
agent
think
said.
that when they made the trade for Luca, he knew from that moment on, okay,
Yeah,
their focus is not me anymore. Like
exactly.
because a Luca trade while LeBron is in his last few years, that's not oh yeah, we're gonna try to help you win in your last couple years. That is no, we're worried about our next decade. We're not gonna make
First
the same
contract,
mistake we made with Kobe,
Kobe,
where
right?
we paid that big money and then our last 5, 6 years with Kobe was just like not.
Wasn't
We want to
competitive.
forget those
Wasn't
years. We want to
competitive.
forget those. And then even after Kobe was gone, it still was 1 or 2 years where they were still recovering from that.
Hmm.
So I think they learned from that and was like, you know what? Let's go ahead and get a younger player. And from LeBron's sake, it's even with the All-Star game, it was like him just saying, almost like him having a temper tantrum of like, you know
Yeah,
what? I know y'all need me for this game. I ain't playing
yeah.
because he ain't like he was hurt.
To me, like, do you say we need a point guard? So do we either go if we need a point guard, do we go Charlotte, try to work something out to get LaMelo Ball? Is he somebody Lakers fans would want to see in purple and gold? Or if you're gonna go another route, do we try to get Anthony Davis back? Send him some kind of two deal with Dallas or a three-team deal to get him back to LA. That to me, that's the only way. You got to get younger at this point. I,
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
LeBron is still LeBron. Like it's not. We're not acting like LeBron's out there averaging 3 points like Paul Pierce was.
Hey,
Like he's
oh, hey,
still averaging 24. What he had last
yeah,
year?
24,
Yeah, I mean he's a good
25.
offensive player.
Yeah, he gonna
I
fill the stat sheet. Period.
Yeah, he can
Yeah,
still do it at that level, but I think if you're building for the future, you can't. There's not unless you completely just have a lot of assets and you stink. You want to put like you said, JP, put some butts in the seats. Nobody's trading for LeBron, so I don't know what the Lakers are going to do.
yeah.
Just,
Now they're in a tough spot. They're in a
They
tough spot.
painted themselves into a corner.
Yeah.
just an
don't, but
aside.
I don't, I don't know, man. I still think I know he opted in, but I legitimately think he opted in low key because he realizes that he's probably trade bait. You know what I'm talking about? Because
That's
because
true.
some,
He's
some,
not
some,
stupid.
somebody would have paid him good
Yeah,
money
Yeah.
for
he's
one or
not.
two
He's
years.
not
To
stupid. I mean,
yeah.
he
Yeah,
knows
Oh yeah, for
about
sure. He
business.
yeah,
knows. He's at
So
this point now, like I mentioned before, he knows that their focus is not him. But like I think Dave brought it up, like LeBron has never had an expiring contract.
right.
So
hmm
I mean, there's this thing where I mean he could just retire,
Yeah.
or I mean, I don't know. Like to me, like I said, I like the Cavaliers deal because it's a story within a
Well,
story.
well, let me
And
what
go ahead.
said, but let me run this back to you now because there was a rumor that came out that I seen on ESPN not too long ago that the Dallas Mavericks
I seen that.
was thinking that possibly
They're
LeBron
interested.
could be
Balled
available
out.
through a buyout. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that could be a situation where there may be some backdoor talks between the two franchises and LeBron. That may be a situation where they pay LeBron. LeBron can go where he wants because LeBron did technically bring him a championship.
Yeah.
So they might
Yeah.
do that as a favor to him.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that would be insane. I tell you that. That would be because the only problem will go back to you don't free up space. So do you just say, all right, we're just gonna kill this year? Because DeAndre Ayton ain't it.
Yeah.
No.
DeAndre Ayton, I mean, all due respect. But Luka and DeAndre Ayton, that don't move me at all. So you gotta at least go into the season with LeBron. Now, if the things don't work out, yeah, I mean
If it goes
that,
downhill quick, then
yeah,
you'll probably. But the only problem with that is, then everybody knows you got to trade it.
Yeah.
They know you're in the market. When things are
yeah,
going bad, they know because now you have no leverage. They're
yeah,
like, oh,
Hmm.
you want to trade them now because y'all stink.
yeah.
Now we're gonna fleece you. Now we're gonna take you to the
Right. Yeah,
floor.
you ain't getting nothing,
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah, for a 40-year-old
right.
expiring contract that may retire next year. He may
Exactly.
retire next year, or this year, I mean, at the end of this year. So, but
Just
But
so
just
I do think LeBron will announce when this is last year though. I don't think LeBron will finish the season and be like, you know what, I'm done. I think he
yeah,
wants that farewell tour.
He
I think
wants
he
to.
does too.
Go ahead, man.
I hate to say it. I think I hate to say it, but I really think he's a narcissist,
just to
Yeah,
and
he
pay.
is. I
yeah,
ain't gonna
and
lie to you. I ain't
I
gonna
hate
lie
to
to
say
you.
it,
Go ahead,
but
man.
I'm gonna hate to see him gone. I'm not a LeBron fan, man. But
yeah,
that's an error. That's our error.
that would be the
That's
end of
our
that
error
era.
coming to our close. I
Yeah.
mean, that's
Just
man, it's sad.
just to be petty. I'm just being petty right now. But there's LeBron James is the only player. I think he's the only player in the All NBA, either first, second, or third team that actually has a negative plus minus.
Mm.
He got a negative plus minus 56, and he's a second. He's on the second team All NBA. Come on,
Oh,
man.
Stats, man.
it was
Ain't
just based off
nobody on
it was based off
Ain't
the name
nobody
on
on the
it.
All
Yeah.
NBA teams got a negative plus minus but him.
But he knows how to fill the stat sheet too, though, man. It's just at the end of the day, like that's why I like to me when we talk about the greatest of all time, and
Oh,
they be like, "Oh, he's
oh,
doing this at 40." I'm like, dude, we've never seen an athlete like this dude before.
Right.
Like we have never 6'8", 260, quick as your guard, strong as your center. Come on, man. I
we
mean, he
saw it in
just
baseball, and you know
yeah.
what happened in baseball? What they found out they were doing.
Oh, well, yeah, that's true too. That's true.
Hey,
We saw it in
hey,
baseball, and you know what happened when
hey,
they found out what was going on?
he has had a little bit of smoke around his name that he's been able
Oh
to
man.
extinguish out pretty quick, man.
Hey,
I'm telling
Tiger
you.
Yeah.
Woods too. Tiger
Yeah.
Yeah.
Woods too.
Yeah.
I don't
Alleged.
think it, but you know,
Yeah.
Father Time defeats
So
nobody, and
it does not. It does not.
usually when they do, something ain't right.
Some fishy. Yeah. So we would say the winner, the biggest or the biggest winner, we would probably say, I think I heard a lot of we heard the Hawks, and then we also heard the Rockets.
which I
So we
can't
think
believe I'm saying.
No, I'm actually gonna have to go with Brandon, because I really didn't give one. I think I forgot about the Hawks getting Porzingis,
I can't believe
and I do think that if Porzingis can stay healthy 75% of the season, I do think that I mean you're talking about lob
Trey.
threats,
Yeah.
you're talking about you're talking about space on the floor. That's a big move for them. So I would
Yeah.
have to go Hawks. But if I had to pick my own, I would go Magic since they were able to re-sign Banchero.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah.
losers. Is it a resounding
Milwaukee.
Bucks?
Milwaukee.
Yeah, it's
Resounding
got to be
Bucks.
Bucks. Got to be
Unanimous.
Bucks.
Resounding Bucks, man. Man, I hate to say it, man. Free my boy Giannis, man. Free Giannis. So, but anyway, hey, listen, we're out. Please catch the next episode. You will not want to miss it. Watching there, we out.